Okay, well, I'm gonna do this video that I'm doing right now.
Paris catacombs.
This video right here. Hold up. This video right here. I'm gonna do right now. But after this video, I'm gonna make another video about scary stories, Home Alone type shit. Because I mean, I am fucking home alone and it's fucking
Lost
getting
footage.
dark.
This footage of a man losing his way at over 300 feet below street level in the Paris catacombs has deeply disturbed viewers since it emerged in the year 2000. The catacombs were originally used for limestone mining way back in the Roman era, but when cemeteries in Paris began to overflow in the late 18th century, the French government exhumed the bones and bodies from overcrowded cemeteries and buried them in the catacombs. Over time, the catacombs became a curiosity for locals and visitors looking to catch a glimpse of the more than 200 miles of tunnels that stored the remains of over 6 million people, and they were open to the public in 1809. Today, the catacombs are one of the most important tourist attractions in Paris, even though only about 1% of the network of tunnels is mapped and open to the public. Most of the tunnels are not structurally sound or safe enough for tourist activities, and it's actually illegal to access the unmapped parts of the catacombs. But this hasn't stopped hundreds of locals from exploring the seemingly endless network of underground tunnels. For several decades, French authorities have done everything in their power to cover the hidden entrances to the tunnels, but people keep finding manholes and secret access points throughout the city that lead to the off-limits areas of the catacombs. Although this footage was recorded in 1993, it wasn't released to the general public until the year 2000, when it was shown as a part of an episode on the ABC Family TV show Scariest Places on Earth. The episode features Francis Friedland, a French filmmaker who says he came across the mysterious tape when it was given to him by a catacomb explorer who found it in one of the tunnels. Disturbingly, in the episode it's mentioned that the man who recorded the point-of-view footage was never found or identified.
This video camera was found deep in the catacombs. It was picked up by a catacomb explorer, some of the people who wandered down there. It was given to me. I looked at the tape.
He looks a little bit like Charlie
This person
Sheen.
occasionally stops and he photographs bones, often in the shape of an arrow. These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very, very deep inside the catacombs. What happened to him? Nobody knows.
Some of the clips show rooms full of bones, arrows painted on the ground, and even a strange painting of a silhouette of a person on one of the walls.
So basically he's filming what he's seeing. Endless. Very deep inside the catacombs. A few shots. Other than are pictures of bones. Human bones. These are the poor Parisians who died over the last 1,000 years. At times you'll see there's signs, painted signs on the wall, which is not uncommon. People have been painting in the catacombs for centuries. So it is possible with these paintings that we may be able to retrace an itinerary to some extent.
At one point in the footage, the man's breathing becomes faster and he begins to run, as if he was trying to get away from someone or something. Occasionally, the man stops, presumably to get his bearings and find a way back to the surface.
We hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden, and he keeps rolling until it runs out of tape.
As the footage progresses, he runs faster and faster, until suddenly he drops the camera on the ground, where it continues to film until the tape runs out. After analyzing the video, Friedland explained that the room's filled with disorganized heaps of bones, and the fact that there's little to no graffiti on the wall.
I'll be back. Fucking cold in here.
walls of the tunnel meant that the man who recorded it would have been extremely deep inside the catacombs. Determined to unravel the mystery of what had terrified the missing man, Francis Friedland ventures into the catacombs with his crew. After comparing the footage to what they were seeing inside the catacombs, Friedland and his crew estimated that the missing man had been exploring the tunnels at around 300 feet below street level. At that depth, if flashlights or other light sources malfunction or run out of battery, the chances of getting out are pretty much zero. At one point during the episode, the crew's flashlight batteries begin to run low, and Friedland decides to give up the search, but then realizes that getting out is going to be much more difficult than getting in. Suddenly, Francis spots the same painting on the wall from the original footage, and after walking through the tunnel, they find the same room full of bones from the video. Despite these discoveries, they couldn't find whatever had scared the explorer who recorded the footage, and in the end, Francis and his crew give up and decide to call off the search after spending 12 hours underground. After the episode was released, thousands of viewers took to online forums to discuss possible theories regarding the footage. One of the most widely accepted theories is that after losing his way and realizing that he was probably not going to make it out alive, the man panicked due to claustrophobia and began to run, not knowing what else to do. But this theory wouldn't explain why he would drop his camera, one of his only sources of light. This fueled the possibility that the man had seen another person inside the catacombs. In the last few decades, several catacomb explorers have reported being robbed while they were inside the tunnels. If the man unexpectedly saw another person so far below street level, he may have feared the worst, which would explain why he began to run and drop the camera. Another popular theory is that the man saw something else that scared him. Scientists have explained that when the wind blows through the cracks in the walls of the catacombs, it makes an extremely low frequency noise called infrasound, or as it's sometimes referred to, the ghost frequency. This sound is normally inaudible, but the extreme bass sound has been demonstrated to create a range of bizarre effects in humans, from chills to anxiety to extreme sorrow. The ghost frequency is also known to make the human eye vibrate slightly, which makes people see shadows out of the corner of their eye. And coupled with the strange sensations the frequency creates in people, it's not hard to see why the man could have thought he saw something down there with him. This is definitely a possibility, but other people think the footage was just staged by the producers of the show to creep people out. It's strange how only about a minute and a half of the original footage was released to the public, but in the episode, Francis Friedland claimed that the original footage was over 40 minutes long. And all we have is his word about how the footage was even found in the first place. It was never confirmed whether the footage was staged or not, but what we do know for sure is that it was recorded 300 feet below street level in the catacombs. Hopefully with time we'll have more information, but for now the origin of this unsettling footage remains unknown.
Welcome to Audible's Love Booth. Select the
Fuck off.
Mirjana Mortigard Glesgorv. The words Mirjana Mortigard Glesgorv might sound familiar if you've ever spent time searching for creepy videos on YouTube in the past. The story of Mirjana Mortigard Glesgorv first emerged in 2008 when a 20-second video with the same title was uploaded to YouTube by a random channel called Urwitzy. After the video was taken down by YouTube for unknown reasons, it was re-uploaded in April of that same year. The video in question shows a man with a mustache in front of a red, cloudy background, staring intently at the viewer while an unsettling, high-pitched drilling noise plays in the background. Right before the end, the shot zooms into the man's face, and he can be seen grinning with his eyebrows raised for 2 seconds. In the weeks following the original upload, multiple duplicate videos surfaced on YouTube, including an extended 2-minute version accompanied by a creepypasta in the description, which was uploaded by a small channel dedicated to posting random, disturbing videos. According to the description in the extended video, the original version that was taken down also lasted 2 minutes, and it was removed by YouTube after 153 people who viewed it ended their lives by taking out their eyes and mailing them to YouTube's main office in San Bruno, California. The myth says they also put cryptic messages on their forearms, which were never deciphered. As the story goes, the video was only viewed by one YouTube staff member who started screaming 45 seconds into the video. The story also says that none of the other staff members who were in the room dared to look at the screen, but they reported hearing a high-pitched drilling sound before they turned off the monitor. It's mentioned in the myth that the staff member who viewed the video was left severely traumatized and is under constant sedation to this day, and that he claims that he can't recall what he saw. According to the creepypasta, because the IP address for the original video was non-existent, the uploader couldn't be traced by police, and the man featured in the video was never identified. After the extended version was uploaded with the creepypasta in the description, the video quickly gained traction in various online forums, like Unexplained Mysteries and 4chan's Xboard. This triggered the creation of dozens of viral chain emails and articles related to Mirjana Mordigard-Glesgorv in several different languages. Thousands of users discussed the video on different Q&A sites such as Wiki Answers and Yahoo Q&A, which raised Mirjana Mordigard-Glesgorv to classic creepypasta status, and the story was archived on the website creepypasta.com. In August of 2008, the story spilled over to the Russian web, where it was covered in different blogs and articles. The Russian version of the creepypasta was updated with new details, including a popular conspiracy theory which claimed that the video was created by the US Secret Service. 2 days after the original video was uploaded, a now-deleted debunking video was uploaded to YouTube which claimed that the story behind Mirjana Mordigard-Glesgorv was a hoax. It also claimed that the man in the video was identified as Byron Cortez, a Guatemalan marketing coordinator at an LA-based advertising agency who lives in the US Virgin Islands. An image of him was used in a 2004 online survey about marketing professionals, and an Ebum's World user edited it to make the disturbing video. Considering the evidence that surfaced, the disturbing story behind the video is clearly a myth. If 153 people had really sent their own eyeballs to the YouTube's office via mail, the authorities would obviously have gotten involved, which never happened. Since the man in the image that was used for the video was found to be a normal guy with a job and a family, the picture was probably randomly selected by someone who just wanted to make a random, unsettling video, which later turned into a creepypasta by someone else. Blankroomsoup.avi. Blankroomsoup.avi is a strange video that has been on YouTube since 2005 and has received attention from some of the largest horror channels on YouTube on account of it allegedly being a leaked deep web video. This is what it looked like. The video in question shows a man in a white tank top eating a bowl of soup with a large wooden spoon in a room with white walls. A few seconds in, the man is approached by two people in doll-like costumes with black, lifeless eyes who appear to be comforting the man as he eats the soup. But the man doesn't seem comforted at all, and instead appears to cry inconsolably as he continues eating the soup. Immediately after the video was uploaded, disturbing theories started surfacing about this possibly being a real torture video. Because platforms like 4chan and Reddit were pretty new at that point, they became hotbeds for speculation on the meaning of blankroomsoup.avi. According to one of the most popular theories, the man and his family had been abducted by people in costumes, and after they murdered his wife and kids, they force-fed him soup containing the remains of his family, threatening to torture him if he didn't comply. Another theory was that the man was kidnapped alone, and that he's crying in the video out of fear while his captors taunt him with false comfort. In later months, more videos featuring the same characters started surfacing online, with some of them being pretty disturbing. One of them was a continuation to Blankroom Soup, and another involved the disguised characters kidnapping someone on video. While doing research on the origins of Blankroom Soup, the name of a man named Raymond Percy came up in connection with the mysterious costumes shown in the video. From what I was able to find, Raymond Percy is an animation artist and director who has worked on several big projects, including The Simpsons, Frozen, and Wreck-It Ralph. He also has an account on the video sharing platform Dailymotion, where several videos featuring the same characters from Blankroom Soup can be viewed, but in much more innocent contexts. Using the Wayback Machine, I found that the creepy video itself was posted on Raymond Percy's account, but with the title Freaky Soup Guy, along with the caption, "A clip of people who look like us doing something to someone that we would never do. We promise." Most of the videos have since been deleted, including Freaky Soup Guy. The strange caption indicates that perhaps this creepy video was not made by Percy at all, and in 2016, YouTuber Rainbot contacted him directly to get to the bottom of the mystery. Raymond Percy explained that he had created the costumes himself. The characters' names were Ray Ray, and he had used them for several live performances all over the world. After one particular performance at a club on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, the costumes were stolen when Raymond and his crew were cleaning up the set. A few weeks later, he received an email with an attachment containing the creepy video, and he immediately posted it to YouTube and Dailymotion to share with his team. According to Raymond, the creepiest thing about the video was that the characters move in the same slow, paused fashion in which his own performers were trained to act during their performances, meaning that whoever stole the costumes must have been watching Percy's live performances for a while, and perhaps they were even fans. This new information disturbed a lot of viewers, giving way to a new wave of theories and speculation regarding the unsettling video. It was later found that the man who was being kidnapped in one of the later videos that surfaced on YouTube was actually Gil Sharon, the drummer of a horror-themed experimental rock band named Stolen Babies. Raymond Percy's sister, Dominique Lenore, is the band's lead singer, and Raymond had animated some of their videos in the past and included the Ray Ray characters in the videos. In one of the band's photo shoots, the drummer can be seen wearing the exact same costume as in the kidnapping video. The fact that Raymond Percy had participated in the creation of one of the creepy videos that surfaced led many people to believe that the man in the original Blank Room Soup video was actually Percy himself, and that his eyes had been covered so that he wouldn't be recognized. Even if the man in the video is not Raymond Percy, the fact that 3 sequels to the Blank Room Soup video surfaced on YouTube discredits the idea that the original video was a leaked deep web video. It's rare enough to see a leaked deep web video on YouTube, let alone 4 consecutive videos without any of them getting taken down. With all the evidence that emerged, many users claimed that everything Percy had said about the costumes being stolen was a lie. Because if they had actually been stolen and used for the disturbing videos, the last thing Raymond Percy or anyone would have done is to post the videos on YouTube and not report them to the police. Some people even speculated that the whole thing might have been a promotional campaign for the band Stolen Babies, but this hasn't been confirmed. Regardless of whether Raymond Percy was telling the truth, the one thing we know for sure is that BlankRoomSoup.avi was never a deep web video. While some still argue that the video and its sequels are genuine, there's just too much evidence against the authenticity of the videos today to conclude that they actually came from the deep web.
During Kia's season of Giving Back sales event, give yourself the gift you've been waiting for all year. Like great deals on the confidently capable...
I feel fantastic. Those who've explored the horror side of the internet have most likely at some point come across a bizarre video of a singing android.
I know.
In 2009, a single video named I Feel Fantastic was uploaded to YouTube by the channel Creepyblog. It was the only video ever uploaded to the channel, and it basically shows a robotic humanoid singing the words I feel fantastic, you feel fantastic, you are fantastic, I am fantastic, hey hey hey, over and over again inside a room at night. As the video progresses, the android is shown in different poses and wearing different outfits. At one point in the video, the robot starts singing more mysterious lyrics, like please leave, please me, and run, run, run.
Nope.
The description of the video is also extremely strange, and goes into the Greek myth of Pygmalion, the sculptor who couldn't find a woman who was good enough for him, so he decided to make an ivory statue of the perfect woman himself, which the goddess Aphrodite later brought to life for him. The only link between the myth and the video is that the person who wrote the description suggested that maybe the robot was its creator's idea of beauty. At around the 2-minute mark, the video turns into a shot of a heap of leaves and branches in a random backyard with absolutely no context or explanation. After watching the video, many viewers reported feeling anything but fantastic, and conspiracy theories immediately began to emerge in online forums. One of the most popular theories is that the creator of the video was a serial killer, and that the different outfits worn by the singing android throughout the video belonged to his victims. According to this theory, the killer created the android as a sort of tribute to his victims, and the backyard shown in the video is where the victims are buried. The strange lyrics and the overall creepy nature of the video reinforce this theory to some extent, but fortunately none of it is true, and the information regarding who made the android and why is actually available online. The robot in this video is called Tara the Android, and in my research I found that she was designed by a college professor in Connecticut named John Bergeron. According to the website geocities.ws, John Bergeron created Tara the Singing Android as a way to break into the android and animatronics industry, and even planned live performances for his android in order to get more visibility. Tara the Android also appeared on a sketchy-looking tech website called AndroidWorld.com, where you can buy the original DVDs and music videos of Tara and other similar robots singing. Some of the other music videos are even creepier, but that doesn't change the fact that this was an engineering project, not the work of a serial killer. Interestingly, although the video was uploaded in 2009, the last update that John Bergeron made to his website was in 2006, which means that the channel Creepyblog might not even be John Bergeron's channel at all. I Feel Fantastic might have just been uploaded by someone who thought the video was creepy or interesting and decided to share it online. The one thing that's confusing about the whole thing is why John Bergeron made such creepy music videos if his intention was to make a name for himself in the animatronics industry. He never provided an explanation for this. Dining Room or There Is Nothing. Out of all of the creepypastas and scary top 10 videos that have gone viral in the last couple of decades, Dining Room or There Is Nothing is one of the videos that has left the largest number of viewers feeling creeped out. This unsettling 1-minute loop film was uploaded to YouTube in 2006. It shows a pale-faced woman sitting at the end of a dining room table in a dark house with a fire burning outside the window.
You piss in your bed again, motherfucker?
After the woman opens her eyes, she says the words, "There is nothing," backwards. She then shoves her face in a bowl of food as the camera pans out to show the rest of the room. The video then plays in reverse, and after the woman raises her head from the bowl, she repeats the words, "There is nothing," this time in normal order. The video ends with the chilling image of the woman closing her eyes. A year after the original video was uploaded, the creator uploaded the same video in high definition. Since the original upload, Dining Room or There Is Nothing has received almost 10 million views, and the haunting video has become a classic in the online horror community. The creepy nature of the video created a lot of speculation in online forums and social media platforms, with several users claiming that whoever watched Dining Room or There Is Nothing would be cursed. The intense stare of the woman and her cryptic message have continued to terrify viewers to this day, and even if there are countless other videos online that could be considered creepier, many people have reported that something about Dining Room or There Is Nothing has made them feel especially unsettled. After seeing how much attention his video was getting, the uploader created a website where he talks about the meaning of Dining Room or There Is Nothing, saying, "This piece was inspired by a personal paradoxical desire for empirical proof that there is nothing on the other side of life. I wanted to blur the distinction between the two states, and to state the paradox by showing someone who's coming back from life or death and denies its existence, thereby fulfilling the paradox." Despite the unsettling nature of the video, and the fact that it has haunted millions of viewers worldwide, Dining Room or There Is Nothing is just a short film created by David Earl, a communications professional with a passion for experimental films. The woman in the video is Leah Porsaker, a Danish artist who frequently participates in projects related to esotericism, such as this one. Even if it was just an art project, Dining Room or There Is Nothing has become a classic video in the online horror community since its original upload 17 years ago.
About fucking time. Fuck. Who the fuck was I watching? And I'll find it. Video over.